Are we live? We're live. It's what? It's not even Thursday. It's Wednesday. And you know what that means. One Piece chapter dropped, and it's 1089. 1089. We're back after a break week, and we're back like we never left. Actually, we left for what? We left for 3 or 4 months from the Egghead Island itself. We went to Garp, we went to Law, we went to Kuzan, Blackbeard, what they were doing. We went to Shanks, and now we're back. We're back with the Straw Hats. We're back with the main characters. So the One Piece chapter is titled The Siege Barricading Incident. Under siege. Who is this? Is that Vivi? Oh, it's Nami. Okay, so they look so much alike. Nami's eyelashes, I guess, they are different from Vivi's. Cover request by Parko. A cow serves Nami a late night mug of warm milk. So I'm also having some warm milk with some coffee while she works on her siege hurts. So what's written here? The stars outside shine almost as beautiful as you, Nami-san. Would you like to come watch them with me? Sanji said, oh my gosh. So Sanji sent a note to Nami via a cow. And Nami said, thanks, but I saw them earlier. Nami, oh my gosh. And look at Sanji. I missed him before, but here he is looking like Cavendish. Like Hakuba. Oh my gosh, he's deranged. So this actually reminds me of Fairy Tail, of Lucy, the main female character, and her cow spirit. I forget the name. Oh, it's something like Moo, whatever it was. So it looks exactly like that, but also it has Nami's shoulder tattoo. And also something like Akainu's flower tattoo. It's blended in with his spots, like the Australian cow spots. And the cow is wearing pants. It's a minotaur, right? Yo, Salvatore. So, I don't know who you are, but thanks so much for joining. And Hyra, I know who you are. I've been waiting for your live, you said. Thanks so much. It's such a big compliment. So, have you read the chapter yet, Pain? So, let's go to the chapter proper. News races around the world. So Garp is missing and word has gone out. It doesn't say dead, right? Okay, so there's Whoopslap, the legend himself. There is Makino, she is not so concerned. Who's this kid? Is that also Makino? Is that another of Makino's babies? Oh my gosh. No, it's not, right? It's another baby that we saw before. Probably in the Shanks chapter where he one-shotted Kid. Sorry, I didn't realize it was you. So, Whoopslap yelled at a baby. Oh, it is. It is Makino's kid. She has another baby. I guess we're all a little on edge of our Garp son. The baby's even starting to recognize Luffy's face from all the photos. So they see Luffy's face all the time, so much on wanted posters, on the newspapers, that the baby has started to recognize Luffy.
Makino's baby?
Yeah, probably Makino's baby and Shanks' baby, right?
Baby.
My wife is laughing, realizing that Shanks and Makino are together, right?
I know.
Yeah, you know. Yo. Sanjay says. So Pain says yes, the chapter is decent. Okay, decent. So that means that it's the worst chapter for a long while, because the last few chapters have been fire. Well, I was thinking like 30 minutes ago when I knew that the chapter was out, but I hadn't reacted yet. I was thinking that since like it's been 8 or 9 chapters that the Straw Hat Pirates aren't shown, so Oda is going to bring them back with a banger chapter. So let's see if I like the chapter more than you, Pain. Garp, Luffy, what are you doing? Huh? East blue. So what's happening all over the four blues? In East blue there is pandemonium, probably because of Garp. No, it's because of something else. There is Loketown written. And in the South blue, what is happening? It's a tsunami. No earthquake in recorded history. No earthquake in recorded history, really? There has been no earthquake in the history of the South blue. And then in the West blue, what's happening? So why is the entire world shaking? What's happened? Has something happened on Egghead Island that much that it is shaking the entire world to its core? No earthquake in history, recorded history matched the one felt on the... Okay, so there have been earthquakes, but now no earthquakes as big as this one. So it is metaphorical, right? So nothing in history has been more pivotal than what's going on right now, even more than O'Hara, right? Maybe even more than the Void Century, but I don't know. So we also see North Blue. Oh my gosh, we have to zoom in. Here. We saw I'm Sama. Wait a minute, let me zoom in. So before that, North Blue. So the narrator box is back. It caused untold destruction across the entire world. So what is this? Let me zoom in. Grand Line. So is that Laboon or is there some other island whale? So it's Iceberg. Oh my gosh, we saw Iceberg. I think we saw Iceberg a few chapters ago, but he's shown so little. No, no one could determine the epicenter. So the significance of this geological event went unnoticed. Oh, there is Momonosuke, adult Momonosuke.
What?
Yeah, Sanjita, you haven't seen adult Momonosuke yet, right? You saw on Facebook maybe. Okay, so what's happening? What the hell is happening? Unbeknownst to the people, get to the hilltop. A kingdom known as Lulusia was erased from the map only 6 days prior. So there is Im-sama. We've reached the spot where the kingdom was. What kingdom? The ancient kingdom? Oh my gosh, what's this massive chasm? What's this massive? Well, it's not. Well, it's not like totally, like it's not as big as Zunisha, but it's still very big. Look at the size of this ship. It's probably a battleship, right? There's no trace of it left. So it's Lulusia. Okay, so this is Lulusia, and the entire island has been like it's been erased. It's like a circular waterfall in the middle of the sea. I wonder if this happened to Enies Lobby, because you remember there was a reverse waterfall beneath Enies Lobby. Do you remember, Sanjita? We can't sail any closer, but it doesn't look like the hole will collapse in on itself. The ensuing earthquakes caused the global sea level to rise by approximately 1 meter. Oh my gosh, a 1 meter rise in sea level. Or 1 meter is like almost like 3 feet. So it's very big. It's very significant. Okay, so many of the world's shores. So is that Whole Cake Island? The tide has never gotten this high before. It will recede eventually, won't it? Okay, no, that is not Whole Cake. Why did I say it was Whole Cake? It was the Kamabaka Kingdom. We're lost beneath the waves. How are we meant to run on the beach now? The Okama are saying. Okay, what's happening? And some islands were submerged entirely. Everything's flooded. We can't stay here. There's a shark in my house. There's a shark in my house. Who thought they'd hear this line? Reports of flooded islands are still coming in. Woof, woof. So is that Choo-Choo? Like the greatest dog in the history of anime? It shouldn't be high tide yet. I'm sure to get a big catch on a day like this. I wonder how Water 7's holding up. Is it a ship or yet? Like, it was Iceberg's dream. It is Iceberg's dream. to make Water 7 into a ship. You numbskull, going fishing now would be suicide. So here is Egghead. New World Egghead, the island of the future. Sea levels have risen worldwide. Yes sir, we're at a loss. A massive force has surrounded the island, possessing more than enough firepower to put a Buster Call to shame. So it's much more significant than a Buster Call. So what's happening? I forgot the names of the Vegapunks. I think this is what? Is this Edison? The fleet is composed of over 100 ships of various size and class. Wow, over 100. I sure hope that they will be significant, but I don't think so, because where? Since when have battleships ever been significant in One Piece? Never. It doesn't matter if there are 5, it doesn't matter if there are 100. Oh. There are 20 great warships among them. It's a mecha monster. And a total of what? 30,000. 30,000 Marines. Oh my gosh. That's a huge number. But do you remember Fishman Island? Luffy incapacitated 50,000 Fishman Island soldiers with just using his Conqueror's Haki. Do you remember that, Sanjita?
Yes.
So in comparison to that, I think the 30,000 Marines, at least 20,000 would be incapacitated by Conqueror's Haki, and Luffy is much stronger now. Maybe even more than 20,000. So that leaves 10,000 left. Zoro and Sanji can easily take care of them.
Read your comment section.
So Pain says, Annie's lobby came to my mind first after seeing this. High five, Pain. So that's exactly what I was thinking.
Can you see my love react?
Yeah, I saw your love reacts. 30,000 Marine soldiers are nothing for them. Right, Pain. So I actually dislike this trope in anime and in manga. It doesn't matter if the numbers, if the quantity of any war is too much high, right? It's too high. It doesn't matter. But I wish that the numbers mattered. I wish that because of a little bit more numbers, like in Onigashima, you saw that CP0 was always saying that there is 10,000, there are 10,000 members on this side, 3,000 on this side, then 5,000, 6,000. But did that matter? Did that ever matter? It didn't. So I don't like that aspect. It also happened in Attack on Titan. I won't spoil it. It happens in every anime, every manga, no matter how dark it is. So I wish the number matters. The numbers mattered. So let's see what happens. Kizaru, hey Ankh, didn't I just tell you not to lay a hand on the weaponized sea beasts? So I didn't realize it, but it was actually Kizaru who destroyed one of the mechanized, weaponized sea beasts. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it. It's my favorite admiral. They started it. This operation is being spearheaded by 9 Navy HQ vice admirals. Oh my gosh, there are 9 of them. I don't know the names of most of them. So one of them is Strawberry, right? No, it's not Strawberry. So one of them is the pun she was shown about 10-15 chapters before. And Admiral Kizaru. So 9 vice admirals and 1 admiral. So in comparison to the Buster Call, which shows where 5 vice admirals show up, here 9 vice admirals show up, and then 1 admiral. And admiral is like 100 vice admirals, right? Disregarding 2 people, Garp and Suru, besides them. Admiral Kizaru is here. Navy Admiral Kizaru Borsalino. So actually Kizaru and Sentomaru, they are going to fight. I'm absolutely terrified. Grandpa Pun based the pacifistas lasers off of the research he did on your powers. Right. So Kuma, the pacifistas, they are actually like second fiddle to Kizaru, not even second fiddle. Like all of them combined can't take down Kizaru. but their attack stats, they are respectable. They are as good as Frankie's lasers, right? So their attack is good, but overall, and of course they are made of what, Wapple metal, so their defense is also high, but it doesn't compare to an admiral. So what's this? Did Sentomaru just take off his what is that called? Whatever it is called, his outfit. That's so cool. I can't believe you're here to kill him. So this, we get a flashback of Kizaru, and look at how Kizaru used to look before. Look at Vegapunk. Oh my gosh. Kizaru looks badass. Wow. So I was wondering why Sentomaru doesn't look so fat. That's because it's in the past. I can't believe you're here to kill him. Sentomaru-kun, no one can protect him from his own choice to research the void. Senshi, I'm just a cog in the machine. So Pain says Kizaru is so chill. Right, he's eating. He's what? He's eating ramen while he's fighting weaponized sea beasts, mechanized sea beasts, and conversing with Sentomaru. And what? Sentomaru is also eating, right? They're both eating. Monkey see, monkey do, and Kizaru is like a monkey, and then Sentomaru is copying him. So Kizaru says he doesn't want to, like, he isn't that much hyped about fighting because they are actually destroying their own island, the government funded island, right? I think it's fair to assume that Rob Lucci and the others failed to complete their assassination mission, thanks to the Straw Hats. Oh, there is Saturn. Jay Garcia, Saturn, inside a certain warship. Make sure no one knows I am here. Yes, sir. The Straw Hat pirates storm Egghead to take Vegapunk hostage. This is a good article. So they are going to manipulate media to make it seem like the Straw Hats are actually the bad guys and taking Vegapunk hostage, but in reality they are actually trying to kill him. And what is the reality of the situation? Sir, we have yet to receive any word from Cypher Pole Zero on whether the mission was a success. However, we can draw our own conclusions based on Sentomaru's resistance that they are unsuccessful. It can be safely assumed that Dr. Vegapunk and his 7 satellites are up in the Labostratum. Wait, 7 satellites? Does he have 7 satellites besides Vegapunk? So we actually have a flowchart of some sorts. There are 6 satellites excluding the old man Vegapunk. So, but is he also, like the way it's phrased, Vegapunk and his 7 satellites, but it should be Vegapunk and his 6 satellites, right? So is there some other satellite we're missing? Like, we've been out of Egghead for so long. I would, like, did I miss something? Like, what happened here? Pain, did you catch this? Along with the 4 Seraphim assigned to protect them. So we got S-Bear, S-Snake, S-Hawk, and S-Shark. Pain says we also had a flashback of Kizaru with Arlong. He was older than this one. Right, so Pain is saying, is Vegapunk main body a satellite? Well, maybe he's also a satellite, but the way who is saying, one of the vice admirals is saying, is that Dr. Vegapunk and his 7 satellites, right? Like, in total 8 people, 1 Vegapunk, 7 satellites. It sounds like this, but it could just mean that in total there are 7 people, Dr. Vegapunk included, right? That could be the logical answer. And it seems likely that they have joined forces with Emperor Straw Hat. His crew has 10 members. Actually, the Seraphim haven't joined the Straw Hats yet, right? Our advanced guard included 3 members of CP0, Rob Lucci, Kaku, and Stussy. There were also a number of other Cypher Pole agents, Fabrio Stratum, Labo Stratum, Pacifista. but it seems like they've been captured in the Fabrio Stratum by Centomaro and his battalion of Mark III Pacifista. Okay, so it's actually not a flashback, but something back a little bit in time, because at this point the Seraphim were actually helping the Straw Hats, right? They hadn't yet turned. As the Frontier Dome is currently at 100%, we can be certain that nobody can get in or out of the Labostratum. So we saw that the numbers were changing, and then now it's 100, so it's locked. And what's it doing? Choo. What's it chewing? Unfortunately, we have no way of knowing what has transpired on the interior of the dome in the last day or so. Okay. So Saturn is also eating. So he was eating what? He was eating a hot dog, right? It makes him seem goofy. Well, was he portrayed as goofy before? No, not really, right? And where have the researchers and workers of Egghead gone? They evacuated yesterday, but we have tracked and confirmed the current positions of their ships. And what would we do if they got away? They might know something. Sink them immediately. Yes, sir. Okay, so is that actually a leap forward in time? Because when the Straw Hats and the Seraphim were fighting, it was yesterday, right? And now a day later, the Seraphim joined something like the Lonely Mage. Hello again. Payne says, could it be Vegapunk's consciousness is stored somewhere else, and that is not his main body? Right. So it could be that Dr. Vegapunk, the term Dr. Vegapunk is actually the entire consciousness, and then the 7 satellites include the old man Vegapunk, right? That could be it. Saint Saturn, your worship, is that his honorific? There is one more thing. The glutton jewelry Bonnie was reported to be on the island too. Kuma's daughter. Well, we no longer have any use for her, but given that she is just a little girl, you can leave her be. Understood? What? Just because she is a little girl. Okay, so her actual age is that she is young, right? She's a young girl. Is that confirmed? Is that confirmed by Jay Garcia's comment? Could be. And it also shows that he has humanity, because we have seen hints of the Gorosei actually having humanity, but Im-sama doesn't. Kizaru-san, we've picked up a transmission from Egghead. It appears to be a long-range call. Ring, ring, ring. Perap, right? The Holy Land of Marijoa. Who is this? Is that Akainu? No, it isn't. This is Marijoa. Over. Admiral, you have a black transponder snail on your left arm. Kizaru is so funny. Yeah? That means you can listen in. So it's the rest of the Gorosei. The room of authority. Hey, this is York speaking. Oh, it's you. You guys are so rude. Why the heck are you trying to kill me too? Oh, okay. I went out of my way to tell you about the Stella's betrayal. So, where is York? You did do that, but then again, you're Vegapunk just as much as he is. If I had any interest in the Void Century, why would I blab about it? It makes no sense, that's true. Jay Garcia. So why is Saturn here? I thought Saturn. Okay, so Saturn is just listening in. Okay, I get it. In any case, you've done well to survive this long. Didn't CP0 pay you a visit, and what happened to the Straw Hat Pirates? Since I'm the one calling you, I'll let you take a wild guess. You do realize I have the Seraphim under my control, right? The fact that I survived the night shouldn't come as a shock. Anyway, what's with this fleet you've got buzzing around the island? Are you trying to wage war on little old me? As a matter of fact, York, we've had a change of heart on that matter. Am I right in thinking that you're capable of replicating the Mother Flame alone? Oh my gosh. So this is the main reason why they are negotiating with York. Because she is of utility to them. So, bro, Saren just ordered to kill everyone leaving the island. They got no humanity. Right, so, but I was thinking, like, why would he just leave, leave Bonnie just because she is young? Oh, will you look at that? So, you do want something from me. I'm glad I sent it. Indeed, there is a special request we're acting on. A request from whom? Either way, if that's what you want, the power station I need to make it is here. The kanji can be read as fusion reactor, the power station. Okay, so Im-sama has ordered the mother flame that we know he has. Just promise you won't lay a finger on me or my lovely laboratory. Very well. Also, I still want to be a celestial dragon. That can be arranged. Then you've got a deal. There's just one thing I need you to do first. York is so delusional. Does she really think that the Gorosei will give her what she wants? Save me? Tasukete. Straw Hat Luffy is here and he's going to kill me. So they didn't know this before. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Oh wow. So York is actually surrounded by the entire Straw Hats, including Lucci, including Bonnie, including Vegapunk, and they're eating. Luffy, of course, is going to eat. Everyone is eating this chapter. The fans are also eating because Oda is cooking. Please crush these psychos. Look at Zoro, look at Usopp. Oh my gosh, Usopp is banged up. There's a break next week. Again, a break next week as well. I see everything's finally coming to focus. I don't really get it, but we can just use it as a human shield to get away, right? Who is saying that? Sanji is bringing the meat. What is Chopper doing? Frankie is also eating. And Bonnie, does she have a rat in her hand? Oh my gosh, so that's how it is. Usopp looks badass. Okay, so Usopp isn't actually holding a dial. He's actually holding the speaker so that York is able to speak. What is Nami doing? She has the pistol, right? That can shoot haki like. The grand conspiracy has been foiled and the crew's all back together. What does Brook have in his mouth? It actually looks like Nami's baton, right? Look at Zoro. That was a plot twist if I ever saw one. Payne says the last image looks really iconic. Luffy and his crew. Can you find Robin? Wait, is there no Robin here? There is no Robin here. Where is she? Robin is not here. And then look at Jinbei. I just saw that he has a four clover on his Hawaiian shirt. Everybody is here except Robin, right? And also Kaku isn't here. The rest of CP0 isn't here. The thing about the seas around the world rising 1 meter is crazy. If Im keeps using the weapon, the entire world, save the red line, will be flooded. A literal great cleansing. Okay, so that's an interesting point. So, yeah, 1 meter is crazy, but then again, how many meters is that red line high, right? Like, you don't have to be... The world doesn't need to be submerged up to the red line, of course, but there are tall buildings, very tall cities up above the water surface level. Do you think that If many islands are submerged, many islands are erased, then the entire world will be flooded. Well, there is precedent to that because Water 7, the rising water levels were a very big plot point of Water 7. So you've got a point there. Yeah, Pain, she's probably somewhere looking for something interesting. So yeah, it's an interesting chapter. There were a lot of flashbacks, and also the sea levels rising, they were a big focus in this chapter. It could be very important. We don't know. I liked Kizaru's how Kizaru was shown in this chapter. There's also a flashback. Kizaru looks so tall, lanky, and I don't know, he looks badass. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up this live stream. I didn't like how York was negotiating with the world government. Like, she negotiated and then she let it be known that she is actually taken hostage. Look at Kizaru's face. What's interesting is while the waters of the Grand Line were once lower, the four blues used to be higher. See? Tree of Knowledge in Ohara. Yes. I don't remember whose YouTube video I saw, but very recently, like in this week, I saw a well-known channel making a YouTube video where the Tree of Knowledge in Ohara, it has like up to the middle portion, it has the trunk is very, like, it's almost half as thick, so the thickness is very much less. It's very much lesser compared to the upper part of the trunk, so that of course signifies that the water levels were higher. So yeah, thank you everyone who joined. I'm going to wrap up this live stream. I'll see you not next week because we have a break week again, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you again.